back to Seconds Out. I'm Joshua Hart, and today I'm going to be taking you through my 5 biggest upsets on Riyadh season so far. Following a year of its existence now within the boxing scene, we've seen some great fights, some great nights, and some massive upsets. And I'm going to take you through my 5 biggest ones so far. Coming in at number 5, we have Anthony Joshua versus Daniel Dubois. A huge night in the heavyweight division in British boxing, as 96,000 fans gathered together at Wembley Stadium to watch a huge clash at the top of the bill between two great heavyweights of this nation. A night that was also thought to be Anthony Joshua's night, celebrating becoming a 3-time world champion, but Daniel Dubois was not having any of those plans, as he did a demolition job on Anthony Joshua over 5 rounds, dropping him 4 times and brutally stopping him in the 5th. A night that will not be forgotten for a very, very long time in the heavyweight division.
Firstly, always walk with your head high. We took a shot at success and we came up short, unfortunately. We rolled the dice, man, for the 3rd time. There's 13 world title fights. Not everyone's been successful, but everyone's been fun and entertaining. We're trying to create history for British boxing, and I think we're doing that. And also, I appreciate all the press, media. The fans aren't here, but I thank them through you guys. I'm sure you guys will let them know that we're appreciating their support. And probably you're asking, do I still want to continue fighting? Of course I want to continue fighting. That's what I said is, we took a shot at success and we came up short.
Well, I was as shocked as everybody else. I mean, I picked Joshua to win by knockout. I couldn't believe how novice-y he looked. For a man of his experience, hands down, chin in the air. I don't want to take anything away from Dubois, but Joshua was dreadful. And his punch resistance is not surprising that his punch resistance had gone when you keep your hands down and get hit by a man of near enough 18 stone who can really bang. Is not the cleverest thing to do. I don't think he ever recovered from the first knockdown, to be frank.
At number 4 on the list, we have Joe Cordina versus Anthony Cacace, a huge fight in the super featherweight division, in which a result that not many expected in the boxing world, as Anthony Cacace dropped and stopped Joe Cordina to not only just hand him his first professional defeat, but also claim the IBF featherweight world title, adding to his IBO that he already held previously, and opening the door for some massive fights which we've already seen, and more big fights in the future for Anthony Cacace.
He's dangerous, he's a hell of a size, but at the same time he's a gentleman, he's a real nice guy. I've watched him throughout the years when he was Queensbury, seen him box likes of Liam Woodstock, and obviously watched his win of the week against Joe Cordina. I know he can switch up his styles, and I know that I'm in for a tough old night, but it's one that I've certainly been prepared for on the 21st of September.
And now he's had it, and he's become champ, and he beat Cordina, and his confidence will be massive now. His belief, he'll be happy in his career and everything he's accomplished. And now he's in the big fights. He'll understand what's right in front of him, especially now he's on the Riyadh season shows and things like that. So he's going to be a better fighter. So this makes a really, really good fight. A really good fight.
At number 3, we have Arslan Bekmambetov versus Ajit Kabayel. In my opinion, one of the biggest upsets on Riyadh season so far. Kabayel, unknown, only real big win on his record was Derek Chisora in 2016. Kind of went off the radar after that. As for Bekmambetov, a huge killer in the heavyweight division, terrifying man to look at, and a lot of heavyweights scared of him. Big opportunity for the both of them on the Day of Reckoning card last year in December. And Ajit Kabayel took the opportunity and exposed Bekmambetov, working his body, dropping him and stopping him in just 4 rounds, showing why he's the real deal as a heavyweight.
Yes, I learn a lot. I learn about my preparation. Should be on another level, and about training. It should be. I think before I train good professional, but I understand if you want to be best, you have to train no one train. Many things I learn. Yeah.
Did you break your hand in that fight?
Yes, even two fraction. I got it. I got 2 fraction, and second round or 5th round, I didn't feel that pain. That's why I didn't realize. But just after fight, when I take out gloves, I see swollen with X-ray, and Doctors was shocked because my bone was even moved. I get the operation. But after that, I understand why I cannot. I tried to punch because I know it's broken. I tried to punch my right, but my right doesn't go. I like it's go, but like first of all, I cannot close my fist, and I cannot punch for normal. You know?
Yeah, Mahmudov is a great fighter. Thank you for the opportunity, Mahmudov. And he make his job, I make my job, and I win. I'm not the biggest trash talker. I make only my job, and I'm happy I win. And I wish Mahmudov all the best,
At number 2 on the list, we have Josh Padley versus Mark Chamberlain. A career-defining night in the career of Josh Padley. No promoter, never fought on television, was only used to fighting on small hall shows. This did not matter to Mr. Padley, as he got in that ring at Wembley Stadium and defeated Turki Al Sheikh's favourite fighter in Mark Chamberlain, ending all possibilities of the rumoured talks of a world title shot for Mark Chamberlain. As for Josh Padley now, he looks forward, the doors are open for him, and there should be some massive opportunities in 2025 for that young man.
The best shock of the night, and I mean this, was Josh Padley winning. No disrespect to Mark Chamberlain whatsoever, but when a fella, that's a boxing story for me, man. Renovating his own house, so at the moment he lives with his grandmother. He said, I've arrived here with no promoter, no one's helped me, no one's asked me to do any interviews, and I've done nothing with anyone. Just had Steffi Ball and his team, Jason Cunningham. And I was in there for the first fight just about because of the security guards and the management of it all. And however many tickets he sold, it might have been 20, it might have been 100, all around different parts of Wembley. They were loud, mate, because it was 4:00 and it was essentially just Josh Padley fans. Like it was like he was the home fighter. It was incredible. And I had a horrible feeling that the board judges would stitch him up because they know that Mark Chamberlain's Turkey's favourite fighter, and they know that he's Frank Warren managed, and it would have been easy to give it a draw or to give it to Chamberlain. So the fact, don't get me wrong, we shouldn't have to heap credit on the board for doing their job properly, but we always criticise them badly when they do a poor scorecard. So yeah, seeing Josh Padley win was genuinely magnificent. And
at number 1, my biggest upset in Riyadh season has to be Joseph Parker versus Deontay Wilder. So let me set the scene. Before this fight, the big talk was Joshua and Wilder on the same card. We're going to see them fight next. And a deal was agreed. They were set to fight in March 2024 as long as both came through their fights. Anthony Joshua came through and stopped Otto Wallin, but Deontay Wilder could not get Joseph Parker off him and lost by unanimous decision over 12 rounds, with one of the judges scoring it all 12 rounds to Joseph Parker. Dominant display, and opened some huge doors for himself as he closes in on a world title shot now.
Yeah, look, obviously Joe, we're so happy for Joe. We had signed the Wilder contract. It was going to be announced tonight, but that's boxing. And it's one that we believed we would win. And, if anyone was going to beat him, I was pleased it was Joe. He looked terribly out of sorts. I didn't really give him a round. Even when the referee was reading out the decision, he was raising his hands as if he might get the decision. So it was a strange performance, but we can only take care of what we do, and obviously Anthony tonight put in a performance to put the heavyweight division on notice, and now here he is.
Our camp started off in Ireland, where Andy came up with his game plan and strategies, and we worked very hard. Great sparring in Ireland, a lot of kids there and a lot of great fighters and good boxers. And then we moved over to England for a week, and Tyson gave us his time and showed us a few things, and we did rounds of sparring, which was invaluable for this fight. And so that's why I thanked him, because he always gave us time to help in camp. Listen, as an experienced fighter and world champion, he knows what to do in camp, and he had sparring and he did everything right. So just
Can I say something else? Well, sorry. This week we've had to put up with a lot of stuff. Joshua Wilder. The deal is done. We got a tiny dressing room. We got a small hotel room. He's top of the bill. He's the main event. He's a former world champion. He's driving around in Rolls Royce. You know what I'm saying? All this talk, all these press conferences, it's all about Wilder and Joshua. This man had to put up with it all. He didn't get demoralised. He didn't get his head down. He just dug in again and showed how strong he is.